with John Spears. Brought to you by M&M Cartage. And now, here's Johnny.
And Tony.
And Scooter. I made it to Thursday. Barely. Happy to be back in studio. It'll be the last studio day for Tony and me because we got to head back to Lexington tomorrow. Congrats to the St. X Tigers. They beat Covington Catholic 75-61 in the first round yesterday. If you were alive, you should have been listening on the Big X.
Come on, Scoot. Say next high. Say next high.
He was singing it earlier.
That's about all I got.
Yeah, I still know it. We all still
know it.
Tigers will take on North Laurel tomorrow at 11 a.m.
That's Reed Shepherd School, right?
It is.
It is.
Happily, he's not there anymore. But it'll be right here on the Big X, 10:45 or so pregame. We will have Spears on Sports tomorrow, and we will have it hooked up on time tomorrow, Scooter.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
Love it.
I actually have the gear myself now.
Yeah, our guy had a son that had a child that got sick.
His son got sick. He had to wait at home for his mother-in-law to come watch the kid, and so he was late heading up to Lexington.
I didn't mind opening.
All square tomorrow.
You did a wonderful job.
We'll have our Friday show tomorrow. So we'll talk about the Tigers a little bit coming up. Max Pack 3-1 yesterday. The Miami Redhawks beat me. Celtics win. Thunder win. Prairie View A&M. And by the way, the Lehigh. The Lehigh. It's not. It's the Mountain Lions, right?
Panthers.
No, Prairie View.
No, Prairie View was the Panthers. I got that.
You said Lions.
Lancers.
You said Lancers. It's the Mountain Lancers.
Oh, my bad.
So come on, man.
I didn't know there was a
My
difference.
wife called you out when I got home last night.
You got 50% on that.
We were
It's
watching-
just like school.
I had the game on. She's walking by, and she goes, I thought Scooter said they were the Lancers. They put up on the screen Mountain Lancers. I said, nah, he's wrong. He was wrong.
I didn't know there was a mountain variety of
The
a Lancer.
Mountain Lancers go down to Prairie View 67-55. Prairie View A&M will play Florida now Friday at 9:25. Can't wait to be up for that game. And, of course, Miami of Ohio over SMU yesterday, 89-79. We'll talk more about that game as we go along here. Miami will get Tennessee Friday, 4:25. That sort of sucks because you win. You expect a night game on Friday. They get an afternoon game on Friday.
They'll still win.
Where are they playing at?
I got to look it up. Tennessee and Miami, Scooter. Figure out where they're playing. ACC is 0-2, Tony.
Uh-oh.
You know how they put that up every year, what each conference is doing. NC State, SMU, thanks for playing.
They're going to Philly.
0-2.
So they don't have to go that far.
They don't have to go that far, I guess. By the way, 1 week till Major League Baseball begins, and I can start betting those baseball overs.
Yeah.
Louisville
Can you
played
believe
baseball last night, killed Northern Kentucky. Kentucky plays a series, starts on the SEC Network tonight. Got my Kentucky baseball
Who
shirt
do they
on.
play?
Ole Miss.
Oh, conference. They're 3-0 in the conference, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
they
sweep
beat
last
Alabama. They
week?
swept Alabama. So there's a lot going on in sports.
Yeah, there is.
The Louisville Kings are getting ready to open the season.
Okay.
Next week?
That's about the
That's football, John.
10th time you've warned people.
Football,
I don't know if
basketball.
you're letting people know or if you're warning them.
No,
I don't know the difference.
No, it's got football, basketball, soccer. You got
Blue City's playing.
You got NHL.
Yeah.
You got baseball. I mean, what else?
Did the Oilers play last night?
They play tonight. They're one game out of first.
I knew he'd know. That's the crazy part.
Anaheim's 1 point up on them. And sorry, Patrick, your Golden Knights are struggling. They're a point behind the Oilers.
Sons of. Anyway.
This is a sports show, John. It is not a basketball.
It's not Spears on basketball.
It's not. It's sports.
It is, by the way, Thursday, March 19th. M&M Cartage Hotline is open. 502-384-1450. 502-384-1450 if you'd like to join in on the conversation. Sorry we had to close the phone line yesterday. And it'll be closed tomorrow as well. So if you want to get in today. Gameday Men's Health text line open as well, 502-414-1450. Gameday Men's Health is redefining men's wellness. No shortcuts, just results. Testosterone, peptides, weight loss, sexual performance therapy. Visit GamedayMensHealth.com, defining a new era in men's health. And hit me up on the text line, 414-1450. Hello to those of you watching on YouTube. I'm going UCLA today.
Mick Cronin.
They play Central Florida tomorrow. So I got the Bruins hat. I'm a big, Scooter knows, I'm a big Big Ten fan. So I got the old UCLA hat. And, yeah, thanks for watching on YouTube. Thanks for listening live or on the podcast. We appreciate it, as always.
Yeah, YouTube won't be on tomorrow.
No YouTube tomorrow. Just
And,
let you know.
we-
Unless, Scooter could do YouTube, just his portion of it.
Nobody
And
wants
put a
to see that.
picture
Sure
of
they
us. Just put the little.
Ooh, I could put the old school picture y'all sent me of you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh, don't do that.
That's
No,
a
I
great
think it's a
picture.
great picture.
Of one of us.
And we might have some celebrities walk by. We have celebrities come talk
We
to us
did.
when we're sitting down there.
We sure
So
did. Dick Gabriel came by.
I mean, we might
Cameron
have.
Mills came by.
I mean, come on, everybody.
Jody Demling. Yeah, everybody coming by. Let's go to the M&M Cartage Hotline. He wants to congratulate us, I'm sure. Ed is on the line, Tony. Hello, Edward.
Congratulations on what? You didn't score a basket for St. X?
Did you listen?
Tony back in the day might have.
Did you listen?
Might have.
Yes, I did.
Because it was a great call.
And I could tell
I
one
deserve a
thing for sure.
congratulations. It was a great call.
Congratulations.
Great call.
Congratulations. I thought you guys made sure everybody knew that y'all were for St. X.
Well, it is the St. X Radio Network. It's not the Covenant Catholic Radio
I'm just
Network.
poking fun at you here.
Yeah.
No, y'all had a good broadcast. The signal was good, and man, those
My wife says
St.
sounded
X
great.
kids and Covcast kids were they were there in droves, man. That was
Yeah.
a great atmosphere.
It was.
For an
It really
11
was.
a.m. game on a Wednesday, both schools
Showed out.
showed up, let their kids out of school, and man, both sides had a whiteout. It looked like.
Yeah.
Well, did they
nothing but
did they
white.
announce the attendance?
11,000.
For the
For the
first
first
half.
Wow,
session.
for a Wednesday 11:00 game. Oh man, that's a good Wednesday morning crowd. Very good Wednesday morning crowd. Now, let me ask you this before we get too far along here, and I take up too much of your time, which I definitely don't want to do that.
Too late.
Did you watch North Laurel very much?
Yes,
We
watched
watched
the
half
first
of it.
half.
What do you think?
They got a couple,
Tigers.
as Dennis Hopper would say, they got a couple of head toppers, a couple of 6'7", 6'8" kids.
Yeah,
in the middle.
Reese Davidson, who's a
He's good.
Liberty commit. He's very talented. He reminds me a lot of Feldhouse at Madison Central, and he's athletic and he's big. He's a really good player. I think he had 20 last night.
Yeah.
And then they're not real deep, and their guard play I don't think is real great. Now that's just watching them.
Warren
play half
Central
game.
was really bad in the first half. It was 26-16 at halftime. I think they finished with 38 points.
Yeah, 52-38 was the final, and
Yeah.
we
I
saw.
thought Warren Central might win that game, but
Yeah,
man, I was wrong.
They
saw them in the King of the Bluegrass. St. X beat them in the King of the Bluegrass, and they played St. X pretty tough.
They had a higher RPI. So, I mean.
Yeah, but St. X's RPI was
10th.
when you play the teams from out of state. You go to New York and you play in those classics.
Right,
You don't get
right.
any points for that stuff, and you play better teams. So RPI.
Well,
don't
let's face it. Let's face it. St. X needs to win it this year because this is their year. I think. I mean, even though they did lose 7 games, which can happen to anybody, they played a good schedule,
Yep.
which hopefully I think maybe toughened them up. But I think this might be St. X's year. They got a good blend, although their inside play yesterday was not quite what I thought it might be, but their outside shooting was phenomenal. My goodness.
12 out of 18 from 3 yesterday. And look,
Points off turnovers were huge.
Yeah.
They had 20-something.
so
Wow.
they really wore down. Really, they wore down a Covenant Catholic team that was, Tony, I would say 5.5 deep.
Yeah, they They were 6 deep.
And one of their starters got hurt
Quarterback,
late in the first half, Cash Harney, and he tried to go early in the second half, but he couldn't, so they had to get him out. So that really hurt their depth as well. They were gasped at the end of the game.
And the thing that St. X did really well, they played defense and made them work. And I don't think Covcath, they'd won their games by 30-something points down all the way back to losing to Madison Central. And I think it just wore on them late in the game. They looked spent.
Yeah, the 10th region was not strong at all.
But Covcath was good. Now, don't think
They
they were
averaged
good.
81
man.
points a game and gave up 50. So their margin of victory was 31 a game.
Yeah.
Well, that tells me something about their schedule. It was maybe had a few good teams in it, but not
many.
Not as many as you might think. Now, who do you like today? Do you like Butler to win their game, or
Yeah,
do you think?
I do.
I don't think Hazard. I think Butler's going to be better than Hazard. Them and North Oldham, I think, will both win.
And that Butler Hazard game is coming up right here on the Big X as soon as we're done here today.
Yeah, it's a KHSAA.
Oh, okay. Well, I tell you what. Here's one for you. Maybe Saturday you'd have a St. X final against North Oldham. Would that be something?
That
or
would
what?
be cool.
And it's very possible at this point. North Oldham.
That would be interesting.
Is one of the two best teams in the bottom half of the bracket. And we thought going in, St. X and Cov Cath were probably the top two teams in the top half of the bracket.
Yeah,
so,
I think everybody thought that.
I think if you're a bet man, and you know I'm not, but if you're a bet man, I think St. X North Oldham is a strong possibility to happen.
Ed, you've been around for a lot of years in the state tournament. It's just so cool to go down there. If you've never gone to the state tournament when the games get going really well and you get those good crowds,
right.
Such a great atmosphere, and it's
just. When you get there, it's just different. Now I know that sounds funny and cliche.
You're right,
but it's just different. I know when you go, and Scoots couldn't relate to this. I went to the semi-state in Indiana a couple of times at Seymour and around, and even the regional tournaments over here, like at Henry County. It's just different, and it's like the NCAA tournament. Say, well, why can't teams win in the NCAA tournament? Well, the reason being is it's different. There's just that. There's more pressure. There's more eyeballs on you. It's just a totally, totally different thing. Now, a segue to that, I've got Louisville falling to South Florida.
Oh,
and
really?
Kentucky barely beating Santa Clara.
It would not be a surprise to me if we, at the end of Friday night, have no local teams around.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm going to be the opposite.
I don't know how good
guys.
Santa Clara is, really.
Santa Clara's good.
They're good.
I think I was listening to somebody made a great point. A national guy said, Kentucky's been through the ringer, up and down and stuff, and he goes, I think that's going to help them. And I think with everybody liking South Florida now that Brown's not playing, I think Louisville and Kentucky are both going to win.
There you go, Ed.
Okay.
You and Tony can make a little wager there if you'd like.
I'm going to go over to the betting parlor in Clarksville and bet the house. And then when I get home, Patricia will shoot me.
Exactly.
Well, especially since you won't have a house anymore. Thank you, buddy. Good to hear from you.
Have a good one, Ed.
Hey, I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Sounds good. So Ed's going up to Lexington tomorrow for the Sweet 16. I'm surprised he wasn't there yesterday.
Me and our team went up a couple of years ago because we hadn't been to the state tournament. We went and watched Great Crossings, went to one of the early sessions. And the same thing. I hadn't been for 20 years, and it was just cool. The atmosphere. There are so many older people that buy
the same seat
every year that go to the state tournament, and they see people from other parts of the state they're friends with, and that's one time of the year they see them.
You see a lot of coaches there. We saw Tim Hayworth from Mayo
Talked to him for a while.
Talked to him for a little bit. So ton of coaches there. And again, I will agree with Ed on this. If it's your first time, St. X last year,
I think it got it.
It's different. And hey, this is Rupp Arena. The lights are brighter. It's a huge crowd. The shooting background is different. Everything's just a little bit. We're staying in a hotel the night before. Everything's just a little bit different the first time you go, and it's uncomfortable in some ways. And I think that got St. X last year.
I think it got Cov Cath.
And I think it might have got Cov Cath this year because the Tigers, they did not blink. They were down 24-17 after a quarter, Tony.
Yeah,
Cov Cath was doing everything right.
And St. X wasn't playing bad. They
were
had a couple
not.
turnovers, live ball turnovers, but besides for that.
And they weren't getting back on defense, but they cleaned that up. Bryce Johnson, I'm going to talk about this senior for just a second because he has been a 4-year guy in this program. He has sat the bench.
He started a little.
He started a little, but he's the sixth man this year, and it would have been easy for him to pout and say, "I'm not getting the playing time I want," that kind of thing. Came in and hit 4 threes, 4 for 4 in the first half yesterday. Really kept the Tigers' hopes alive in that first half. They're down at halftime instead of up 6 if he's not hitting those threes.
Yeah, when they went on that run, they went on a 15-3 run, and Cov Cath's only points were got fouled on a 3-pointer, and Meyer hit three throws, and then they fouled Chief Cameron with 1 second on the clock.
1
shooting
second on a three-point
ending the
shot.
first half, and he hit 2 out of 3.
That was a killer.
Killer.
The game went
It
from
was.
4
I
to
agree.
6.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Tigers took over in the third quarter and went on to win that one. 6 dunks yesterday, Tony.
Yep.
Josh Lindsay had a couple. Jordan
and
Jackson
a missed
had
one.
4. Yeah, he went.
Scooter, you had to see.
He
Josh
went
Lindsay.
All-Star game Jordan.
He started at the other foul line, took off, and he jumped from about the SEC logo in the lane.
And then I heard Scooby-Doo go, row. Because he hit the rim, front of the rim.
Didn't go over.
And
boom.
That was it.
Well, maybe as a junior, you got
it
that.
It would have been on ESPN.
Oh, it was at the St. Next student end. It would have brought the house down. And I told John, I said in the old days when the rims didn't give, he might have killed himself.
12 again. That's 12 of 18. If they do that from 3-point land, this tournament's over.
Oh yeah,
but you're not going to do that. You're not
that.
going to do that every day. But who knows? Why not? But they did it yesterday. All right, let's take a break. We'll go to college basketball when we come back. Break down Miami's win over SMU. Are coaches lying before Selection Sunday to get a better seed? Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big X. Welcome back. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. John and Tony with Scooter. Yeah. On this Thursday.
Feels like
Tony's
Friday.
trying to reach over and wave, so wave to the YouTube people, Tony.
Just proof of life type deal.
Yeah, he's really here. It's not AI. I swear. M&M Cartage Hotline's open, 384-1450 to join in on the conversation, 384-1450. Game Day Men's Health text line open as well, 414-1450. Get your text into the show at that number, 414-1450.
Did you say what you thought the Cardinals were going to do?
I think they're going to play hard. I think they're going to lose.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm in there, too.
I'm taking the points. Let's put it that way.
It's only
4.5.
Yeah, it's only 4.5.
But Mikael Brown Jr. not playing. And I will say this. They played better defense in the two games they played in the ACC tournament than they played all year long. So if they continue to play defense that way, they will win the game.
Are they going to start?
But I just don't see that
being.
being.
Start Zugris?
I don't see it being consistent. Yeah.
He's got to start for.
I'm telling you, he's going to start big.
He's got to start for.
All right, the 2026 Big X Sports Radio golf card is available. By far the best deal in the game. You can play Park Mammoth, Old Capitol, Elk Run, Valley View, Wooded View, and Christmas Lake in Santa Claus, Indiana. Value of the card over $350. You can get yours today for $149. Supplies are limited. Get your card today at bigxsportsradio.com or call 812-725-1457.
Tomorrow, 72. Saturday, 72.
These
Sunday,
your golf scores?
81.
Oh, yes, that's more like it.
That is the temperature.
Oh, I thought those were your golf scores.
I wish they were.
Max Pack was 3-1 yesterday. Thunder was a winner. Celtics were a winner. Prairie View A&M was a winner, taking the points. Didn't need them. Thank you very much. And by the way, my brother texted me. It's the Mountain Hawks, the Lehigh Mountain Hawks.
Oh, yeah, they were the Hawks. Who was the Lancers? One of them was the Lancers.
Lindenwood is the Lancers, but they're not in the tournament. Lehigh was the Mountain Hawks.
Well, you know what? Facts are optional.
I know.
It says Mountain Hawk here. Why would I?
I don't know. You said Lions or Lancers or something.
You said
remember
Lions,
what
didn't you?
No.
Lancers?
Miami of Ohio was my loser.
SMU
was my loser in the Max Pack. By the way, Max Pack brought to you by Chad Hennessy with InsureMax, proudly serving the Louisville area for over 25 years. You can call Chad at InsureMax today for all your insurance needs, 479-4085. Miami 89, SMU 79.
Did Andy Enfield hold that back?
That's the question. B.J. Edwards hurt his ankle a few weeks ago. The committee was told, and America was told by Andy Enfield, he will be ready to play in the tournament. He didn't play. He didn't dress. He allegedly he practiced. Now, these are open practices, so maybe he was out there shooting the ball around a little bit. But the question now becomes, did they withhold the B.J. Edwards injury news so that they could get in the tournament? Because they were one of the last teams in. And if he's hurt and they know he's hurt, the committee knows he's hurt, they might not get in. It might be Oklahoma instead or Auburn, whoever.
No, not Auburn.
What about Louisville with Mikael Brown Jr.? This is a question that has to be asked. If they know he's not going to play, do you not tell the tournament committee he's not going to play? You tell them we expect him to play, not to get in the tournament for Louisville, but to get a better seed.
Yeah, but taking the other side, I don't.
It's a loophole. Is what I'm saying. There's a loophole.
You hope a guy can play, but in your mind, you think they're going to play.
But the question I have is, do you know he's not going to play, and you're intentionally misleading the committee?
Well, if it's an ankle, that can be day to day. And you don't know. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't, but it's hard to say that they're doing that.
He's their second leading assist man, third leading scorer, best defender, and if they know he's not going to play and they think they're not getting the tournament, I don't blame them. I
don't either.
I mean, it's a loophole that is just there. Now, does the committee have to now go to? We are going to have to assume these guys late in the year are not going to play. Because that's a dangerous thing to do, too.
You can't do that. Guy plays and you – I mean, it's just –
I don't know the answer.
No, there is no answer. There's not an answer, John.
The best thing about that game last night, and I saw it in the pregame with a story about it, were the swim team. Scooter,
Yeah.
did you see this?
I did.
I saw him come running.
It's awesome.
When they, first of all, Andy Enfield was not happy when they came running down to distract a free throw shooter. Were those their seats? Because they came running down from somewhere. Those were not their seats.
No, but
So the ushers let them run through.
they just took off running. Were you going to step in front of them?
I would have, yes.
Oh,
Bunch
yeah.
of dudes in Speedos.
Bunch
you
of
ain't
dudes in
stepping in front
Speedos
of 'em.
screaming, running at you.
If Andy Frayne is paying me to do my job, yes, I'm going to step in there and stop him. I thought that was awesome, by the way. They're distracted.
He hit the
He
second
hit the second one.
Swished it.
But the first one was really way off. And look, that's cool. That is school spirit at its finest. We're the swim team, and and this is not something they just did in Dayton. They showed up at all the home games, and got in the end zone and did that stuff. So that's fun for me.
Teams did it in a girls NCAA tournament. I saw
Yeah.
Texas do it. Louisville was playing down at L&N, the volleyball thing, and the swim team was in the upper deck behind in their swimsuits. I was watching it one night. So
It's entertaining. It's funny. It's great school spirit. I got no problem.
No, it's all good.
Eli and Elmer had 23 points.
Oh, Elmer.
Miami shot over 43 pointers yesterday, and they made enough to win this game handily over SMU. So congrats to the Red Hawks, who now take on the Tennessee Vols on Friday at 4:25. Miami is the first team since Indiana State, Tony, 1979. You remember who was on that team?
Some guy named Bird.
Some guy named Bird. They begin the regular season unranked, finish the regular season undefeated, and win an NCAA tournament game. They're the first team to do that since 1979. Now, there haven't been a lot of undefeated teams in the regular season since 1979.
And
But
now they got to play a Tennessee team that's physical.
well, I thought SMU was going to out-physical. And SMU on the inside, they had the bigger bodies.
Yeah,
They were
but they're
getting it
not.
done on the inside, but they were trading twos for threes.
They weren't good enough defensively. The big guy couldn't get out and guard.
I think
But
they
spell
beat.
his name for me.
Spell it.
Yeah.
I can look it up and spell it. I can't say it.
Yeah, say it. I should have said say it. I have no idea.
I think they beat Tennessee for what it's worth.
Yeah, I think you said that.
Yeah, get a woo.
What is it?
Igatolu.
Yeah, there you go. Nailed it.
Ig.
Y-I-G-I.
Yeah, and each G has one of those umlauts on top of it. Looks like somebody spilled something on your back. I want to check these three-pointers. 16 of 41 from three for Miami. They were 39% from three-point land. And you shoot 39% from three, and you take that many, you're going to win some games. Tony, they scored 48 points at the three-point line out of 89. So
What's your buddy Mark Bug say?
threes are better than twos.
Oh, well, no, he says they win.
If you make more threes, he's convinced of this, and I find it hard to argue with him. If you shoot more threes, make more threes than the other team, you're going to win 90% of the time. And I think he's pretty close to that.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't everybody just shoot 40 of them?
That's what the NBA does.
Well, that's where the colleges are getting it from, and that's where the high schools are getting it from as well. All right, today's games, I was looking over the slate here as I wrote them down this morning.
The slate. I like that.
There's not a lot of great games today.
Nope.
Does anybody want to disagree with that?
There's about 3 of them.
Out of
That's about
16?
Yeah, that's about it.
Don't I need more quality games on Thursday and Friday? This is my favorite 2 days of the year. Now, it's going to be different for me this year because I got to be in Lexington tomorrow. I want to be in Lexington tomorrow for the St. X North Laurel game, so it's different. But there are years that my wife will just come down just to make sure I'm alive, because from 12 to 12, sometimes later, I am in the chair with 3 TVs on, zoned in on NCAA basketball.
6 games today have
Yep.
single numbers
Out of 16.
6. 10
Now,
of them have over 10 point spreads.
The close ones are the first game of the tournament,
That's an 8-9.
an 8-9, TCU and Ohio State, CBS 12:15 today. That's an East game. OSU is 2.5 here. Now, I know we've already picked our brackets. Who had TCU here? Tony?
Scooter. No, I
Scooter
took
had
Ohio
TCU.
State.
I had Ohio State, I think.
I think Scooter.
I'd
You
have to go
took
back and
TCU,
look.
didn't you?
He's on the horn over there.
Oh. A horn? He got a horn?
He's got a horn and a drum set. He's got everything over there.
And a lancer, a mountain lancer.
Scooter, you took TCU, didn't you, over Ohio State?
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember his quote, the Big Ten doesn't win in March.
Nope.
And then he picked Illinois to go like the Final Four.
Yeah, he picked Illinois, Michigan State, Michigan. Of course, those are easy ones. So that's the first game in the East today. Right after that will be Siena and Duke. So those winners will meet.
Oh, what an upset there. Would that be
Ohio
great
State.
to start the
that'd be
tournament
awesome.
with Siena knocking off Duke?
I'd give $200 right now to anybody
Uh-oh.
that could get Siena to knock
That's
off
why he was
Duke.
on a horn, because there was a bug over there.
He's over there jumping around now. Just swing at it, Scooter. It'll be all right. Let's go to the M&M Cartage Hotline. Bring in Buzz. Good morning, Buzz.
Good morning, guys. Hey, you mentioned something that brought back memories when you talked about Andy Frayne.
Andy Frayne.
Wait a minute. You're not going to tell me you used to wear one of those yellow jackets, are you?
I did for the 1968 state basketball tournament at Freedom Hall that the Glasgow Scotties won. I was there for every game.
Go Scotties. Oh, my God.
You know,
old people know what Andy Frayne is.
If young Buzz was there, I don't think I'm trying to get down to the court.
No, I'm not running over Buzz.
I'm a little-
I mean,
I'm a
you're
little
talking about a
scared.
lineman. I mean, he's going to take
Yeah.
you down.
You were
Well,
probably,
I had the section with the players, coaches, and cheerleaders from the schools that were in the tournament, and I made a few extra bucks seating people in there that didn't belong.
There you go.
I bet you were a first-round draft choice from Andy Frayne.
Well, you know, here's the connection. My contact to get involved there was Paul Young, who was the athletic director at St. X at the time. And Butch Charmoli and Coach Young worked together a lot on things like the LIT and that. So that's how I got to do the job.
I'm surprised you're not still doing it, to be quite honest about it.
If they come back to Freedom Hall, I'm in.
All right, that sounds good.
And you know, it stinks, Buzz, that they don't play at Freedom Hall anymore. Back in the day, those were great tournaments at Freedom Hall.
Well, and of course, times are different now, and Louisville didn't support the tournament. But,
Yeah.
guys, I'll tell you, Freedom Hall was full for every session of that tournament. And I believe, if I'm not wrong here, 13 out of the 16 teams in the tournament that year, their school fight song was UK's fight song.
You know, the Louisville community supported that tournament, 100%, because up through the 70s, I mean, they were
used to
full
go out
houses.
there.
They
Yeah,
were full
right.
houses.
Yeah.
It was hard to get it
Oh,
there.
yeah.
But the location's tough, and when the attendances went down, it made sense to go to Rupp.
Yeah, and you couldn't go back there now. It would have to be at the Yum Center, and Rupp's just more centrally located for all the schools, and I think it's a better fit now than it was back then.
Oh, yeah.
I agree. It's just a shameless plug for state tournament time. I got a kick out of listening to you guys yesterday.
Thank you.
I thought your call was just off the charts for what you did, and it's fun to hear you guys get excited when the game is on the line.
You know what? I was nervous.
That was probably the most excited we've done calling a game, and we both were kind of told that later.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it, but after last year, the disappointment last year of walking out of there with the number one team in the state, and I said it on the broadcast. I grew up a fan. I grew up by St. X. I went and watched games. I played. I coached 2 different times. We've done the radio for over 25 years, and John probably did over 30. You don't get those opportunities very often, and you get excited.
Yeah, I found myself pulling more than I normally do.
Yeah, same here.
You know, cheering a little more than I normally do, because my job's to call the game.
Right.
And I found myself getting a little overexcited on a couple of dunks and three-pointers yesterday.
Yep.
But why not? That's the team you're around all year, and you guys don't need to explain anything to me, because I know how those situations don't come along.
No.
I'm actually wearing a cap today from the 1966 state championship Manual football team, which is the last time Manual won a state championship in football. So I really understand where you're coming from, and I enjoyed the excitement. I enjoyed the enthusiasm, and the fans who don't understand that, well, I got a 2-word answer that I won't say on the radio field.
Thank you, Buzz. We appreciate it. Appreciate the call also.
As Scooter would say, suck it.
Suck it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Buzz. See you, buddy. The thing is, when you're covering one school, you get to know the coaches, you get to know the administrators, you get to know the players.
Yeah.
And it feels different. I did Silver Creek and Batesville with Scooter last Saturday. Had a great time, and it was a fun game, but I wasn't
You didn't have a rooting interest.
I didn't have a huge rooting interest. I was kind of pulling for Silver Creek because, they're local. But I really, it's just different. It's just different
the
when you
state
know the
tournament
people.
was different, and I think most of the time, and I've had people tell us this, that y'all are very, impartial. You don't take St. X's side all the time, and we just try to tell it like it is. But yesterday was a little different.
All right, we'll take a break, come back. We got birthdays. We'll check on some games you might want to watch today.
It's like 100 texts.
And we'll check on the text line as well. Scooter has that under control. Spears on Sports presented by M&M Cartage. Big Apple. Sports presented by M&M Cartage. John, Tony, Scooter. Let's get the text. Oh, I'm sorry. The M&M Cartage hotline is closed.
Shut it down.
Final segment on this Thursday.
Woo! Two calls today.
Final segment in studio for me and Tony. We will be in Lexington tomorrow. We'll bring you the show live from Rupp Arena as we get ready for St. X against North Laurel in the quarterfinals of the Sweet 16 Kentucky State Tournament. Text line still open, 414-1450, sponsored by Gameday Men's Health.
Before you do that, send us some texts in here
I thought you were going to say money.
telling us where we should go watch the Kentucky game.
Yes, we are going to be in Rupp Arena.
As soon as our game ends.
We are not going to go to the bar at the Hyatt Regency because it'll be too crowded. Where can we walk from Rupp Arena to a nice little establishment?
Someplace we can watch a game.
Where we can watch the second
crowded.
half of the Kentucky, or the last three quarters of the Kentucky Santa Clara game. Send Scooter that text right now. 414-1450.
Tell him, John.
All right, Scoots, text.
First texter has a great question that I'm also curious about. Broadcast question for you guys that I hear all the time on radio and TVs, and you guys said the same thing yesterday from Rupp. Why does everyone refer to the term night when, like yesterday, it was morning?
I did it.
Just curious why it is that way.
My wife got on me because I said, that's the biggest lead of the night.
Yeah.
For the Tigers.
You both said it
And I
several
said
times.
it at least
Did
a
we?
few times,
You
I
both
know.
did.
Because we always do night games.
Now,
Exactly.
I did say this morning a couple times, or today a couple times, but I said night most of the time yesterday.
I'm glad you brought that up because now I'm going to make sure I don't say it.
Yeah, you all both did several times yesterday. But it's hard because, Tony, you're right. We do normally call games at night.
How many,
Almost
how
all
many
of
day
them are
games
night.
do you ever do?
Exactly, yeah. 48 handle, he says, let me see, legendary gambler Billy Walters, the pride of Munford Illegal, Kentucky, once bet his house and lost.
Oh, we were talking about Ed betting his house and his wife coming home to his wife. You don't want to lose that one.
That would be a tough sell.
They don't
Honey,
call
get
it,
out.
They don't call it winning. They call it gambling.
Get out, honey. Why?
Texter says, for what it's worth, I completely understand the Brown injury, keeping him out of the tourney. When you lug around that much NIL money, it's going to cause back problems.
Well, no wonder Kentucky's
it.
playing poorly. Come on, you said, keep them coming, man.
Patrick Murphy says, yeah, it hasn't been a good second half for my Golden Knights, but they'll turn it around and win on my birthday, hopefully tonight.
Yeah, we'll see.
Great, and he also says, great call by Spears and Tony yesterday. I'll try to listen tomorrow.
We appreciate that.
Swim teams don't really get a lot of fan support from the hooping teams. I know because I covered the Ball State men's and women's teams during my junior and senior years in college. And then he says, when you cover 12 high schools combined between Clark and Floyd counties, it's hard to get to know everyone, but once it's down to a few in the postseason, that's when we try to get to know some of the players.
Yeah, when you're playing a team from not your area, that's when it's, I think, okay to be a little bit of a homer. Any more?
No, I'm out of breath. Can't
All right,
do
man.
anymore.
Sounds good. Let's do birthday.
He's out of breath.
Is he on a 5-second delay over there? All right, not great today, but we'll start with Patrick Murphy, who just texted the show. He's 30 today.
Yeah, happy birthday, Patrick.
Happy birthday.
Covering
Patrick.
Southern Indiana sports.
Bruce Willis is 71 today. I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah, I don't think he is.
It's not good. He's. I don't think he knows he's Bruce Willis
I don't
anymore.
think he does either.
But Die Hard, greatest Christmas movie ever. That's a subject for another day. That's my favorite Bruce Willis. Those Die Hard movies. 1 and 3 are great.
Yeah, I'm just a fan of his ex-wife.
I'm sure you are. Glenn Close is 79 today. Oscar winner. She scared the bejesus out of every man alive in Fatal Attraction.
Yeah.
That's a woman? Glenn?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it
Two
is.
ends, buddy.
You've seen her in movies.
Oh,
She's
yeah, I
been in a
know her.
million
Glenn
movies.
Close is great. 79 today. But what's the scooter meter giver?
I mean,
Back in the day.
if I can go to the oldest picture I can find, we'll go 2.
I was never a big fan.
The Big Chill was one of my favorites.
Yeah,
she
it
was
was.
in that. She was great.
She was in Dalmatians movie, wasn't she?
She was.
Yep.
She was the bad. Who's the
Cruella
bad?
de Vil?
Cruella. Very good.
Young Frankenstein?
No.
Who was that?
That was
The older woman.
Oh, God. I knew you were going to do this to me.
Move on.
Head
Move on.
doctor.
Move on.
Frau Blucher. She played Cloris Leachman. 2 years.
Cloris Leachman.
Ursula Andress, Scooter. She's 90 today.
Oh, I'm going
She
4.5.
was
Scooter.
she was the first Bond girl in Doctor
Yes.
No
I watched those movies.
Remember when she came out of the water in that white bathing suit?
That was before Halle Berry did it.
She's 90, Scoots.
Man, back in the day, she was every bit of a 4.
Every bit of a 7 on a scale of 5. Jorma Taccone of Lonely Island fame. Andy Samberg and Jorma Taccone, those guys with all the, blank in a box and all that stuff that they sing. He's 49. Theo Vaughn, Scooter. You know Theo Vaughn?
Yeah, he's dating Pavia's mom.
He's the comedian.
Or he wants to.
He's a stand-up comedian, and he wanted to date Diego Pavia's mom. And
I don't blame him.
It was a big deal during. And I wondered how old he was. He's 46, so that'd probably be okay.
Yeah.
Right? Harvey Weinstein, still in jail, 74 today.
No comment.
Movie producer and now criminal. Clayton Kershaw is 38. He retired, correct?
Yep.
He's done.
They took him off the roster at the end of the WBC. No, they did.
They took him off the roster the last day?
For the last few games.
Oh, okay.
And that was the end of his baseball career.
Well, he's 38 today. David Ross, Cub hero back in 2016.
Did a hell of a job managing.
Former Cub manager. A former Red as well, by the way, 49. Jason LaRue, another former Reds catcher, 52 today. Andy Reid, head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs, 68 today.
Doing
Try
commercials.
again with those nuggies.
Miller Moss. Boo. Oh, that's the Cardinal fans still booing him. Miller Moss, 24 today. Speaking of Cardinals, Catrell Clark is 25, defensive back. Who's he with in the NFL? He had a pretty good rookie year, I thought.
Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Oh, that's convenient. He can never forget his mask.
Didn't have to change his helmet.
Yeah.
Joe Cap, Tony.
Viking quarterback.
Born on this date, 1938,
Number 11.
but I know him from Longest Yard.
Number 11.
He was in the Longest Yard, walking boss. He was great. And the original, not the Adam Sandler Longest Yard, which sucks. He was in the original Burt Reynolds.
Can you name his other number, Tony?
I just know him as a Viking, being number 11.
22.
22.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Andre Miller, former Utah Ute, played in the NBA for a number of years. He's 50 today.
What was his number?
That one, you got me. I have no idea.
24.
Yeah, I was thinking.
And
34.
former Indiana Hoosier, what's his number without looking it up, Scooter? On the undefeated championship team, Scott May is 72 today.
See 32?
I don't think so. Doesn't sound right. 42. I'm going to say
42 is right.
It is 42, yep.
Scott May, 72 today. Those are your birthdays. All right, how about a Max Pack?
How about it?
How about some drum roll? Thank you, Tony, with that sound effect. You might want to get that colon checked after that. I'm not sure where that came from. All right, let's start early today. 1:30, Louisville and South Florida. Cards are 4.5. Again, they can win this game if they play defense, but I think this is going to be tight throughout. I'm taking South Florida in the 4.5 points. They might win it outright, but I like the points here.
How many times have you seen South Florida play?
Twice.
Have you?
No, just once.
I was going to say it's more.
Actually, 1 quarter of one game.
This is going to be the best game of the day. I'm calling it right now.
That's closest game of the day?
Yep.
Is that what you're calling?
Yep.
Okay. 6:50 tonight. VCU in North Carolina. Carolina's a 2.5-point favorite.
You're following me, aren't you?
This is an upset special here.
Yeah.
VCU. I did watch that game Sunday. And again, it's only one game, but Carolina's banged up. No Caleb Wilson. They're in trouble. And it feels like they're in trouble, and it feels like they should probably be an underdog in this game. But they are favored about 2.5. I'm taking VCU in the points. Texas and BYU, 7:25 tonight in the West region.
You're a believer in BYU, aren't you?
I'm a big believer in A.J. DeBanza. And I think everybody is a big believer in A.J. DeBanza. Can he get some help? I think he gets enough help today. They're a 2.5-point favorite. Texas did not impress me against NC State the other day. I don't think they're that good. And there's a reason they were in the play-in game.
And you know how good a coach Sean Miller is in the tournament.
Wow. That's
Texas
a shot.
wins.
Anyway, this is not the Scooter Max Pack.
I'm just telling. Okay, I'll say my normal phrase then. Enjoy your ale.
BYU minus 2.5 in that one. And finally, last game of the day, 10-10. Tony got me onto this one. The Idaho Vandals and the Houston Cougars, a 15-2 matchup in the South. Tune into True TV for that one tonight. Houston is 23.5.
The Vandals.
The
what,
Vandals are
12 and
eighth in the Big Sky in assists.
Yes.
They were 13-9 in the Big Sky.
Yeah, in the Big Sky.
In the Big Sky. 9 losses in that conference, and they're playing the Houston Cougars. I'm laying the 23.5 and taking the Cougars. So there you go. USF,
Cougars,
TCU, BYU, and Houston, both Cougars.
You took two Cougars.
Took 2 Cougars here. That was for you, Scooter, and you're going against me anyway.
By the way, on my show this morning, I did the all-tournament name team.
Okay.
And I got a pretty funny text about it because one of the names was, I deleted it. It's Cougars.
Wow.
something.
The Mountain Lancers.
That's a great start.
Gosh,
That's great.
Yeah,
All right, well,
the Mountain Lancers.
the kid's
was
first
the winner.
name.
Mountain Hawk Lancers.
The kid's first name was Cougar, and Buzz texted and he was like, "I bet that's your Tony Burke's favorite player in this tournament."
Do you even remember what team he played for?
It was a yellow team.
It was it's not Wichita
Let me do some
State.
digging.
It was Tony. It was a yellow team.
That narrows it down. Let me look at all the
Boy,
yellow teams.
are you regretting bringing that up, Scooter?
Yes.
All right,
Play for North Dakota State.
couple of other close spreads today, or close-ish spreads today. St. Louis and Georgia tonight, Tony. Late game, 9:45 start on CBS. Georgia's 2.5 in this one. This is SEC against a non-Power 5 school. I still think I want to see Robbie Avila play well. I want to see Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Larry Nerd, whatever you want to call him. I want to see him play well.
Yeah,
I think it's a fun game.
I think Georgia's going to win that game and win it easy.
All right, I got it. Cougar Downing. He played for UMBC.
I watched that whole game and I never heard his name. Did he play at all?
I don't know.
Okay.
He appeared in 31 games.
Okay.
Started 30.
Well, then I'm going to bet he played. But I might have had the sound.
Must
down
not have played well.
Cougar Downing. Texas A&M and St. Mary's, that's a 10-7 game in the South. 7:35 start on that one. True TV as well. St. Mary's, a 3-point favorite over the SEC. A&M had a great start to the season. Then they kind of fell off a little bit. Do they regain it here against St. Mary's? St. Mary's did beat Gonzaga late in the regular season.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Aggies there. I like the Aggies.
I thought for a second they were both Aggies. You know how he does that sometimes? I'm going to go to Cougars.
No. St. Mary's is not
the Gales.
It's not an Aggie.
Yeah, I like A&M here too, and I don't know why because they haven't played well in the second half of the season.
Yeah, you're right on that.
All right, Michigan's 31.5 over Howard. Do they cover?
No.
We're going large here.
I think Howard's going to cover.
Do you?
20.
Okay.
Something.
You know, I'm kind of with. That's just in the NCAA
I don't know
tournament.
why.
That's just a huge number because things are different in the NCAA tournament. The other one matchup is Siena and Duke. Duke is 27.5. Do the banged up Blue Devils cover against the Siena Saints, who we know nothing about? Let's be honest about it.
Yes.
that was quick. The other biggest spreads is Illinois and Penn. Look, I watched that Penn Yale game.
You like Penn, don't you?
I watched T.J. Power. Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
Put up 44 points in an overtime win. They're a 14 seed. Illinois has got so much more talent than what I saw on that court the other day. And they're 25.5.
It's a lot.
I'm kind of with you, though, John. I've kind of got Illinois on upset watch, and I'll tell you why. Tonight.
Oh, my.
I'll tell you why. Because I got them in my Final Four, and that happens to me every single year.
So you got Illinois going to Indianapolis. They're probably going to lose.
I always lose a Final Four team on the first 2 days.
Did you put any, other than Scooter, did you put anybody in your Final Four and you're worried about their first game? Like, I got Houston in the Final Four. I'm not at all worried about Idaho tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've got St. John's, and I've got
St. John's, Northern Iowa.
I got Arizona and
Arizona. You're not worried about the first
Michigan.
round. Michigan. You're not worried about the first round.
And I had another.
I got Iowa State. I'm not worried about the first round game.
Yeah, I'm not really.
Florida's not worried.
Florida's my other one.
Florida's playing Prairie View tomorrow. That's what's that spread going to be? It's probably out.
Todd Golden will want to win by as many as he can.
Why are you getting on Todd Golden, man?
He's turned into a jerk.
Yep, agreed. Couldn't agree more.
Florida is 35.5 tomorrow.
That's it.
35.5. I would guess that's easily the largest spread. Scooter's Boilermakers are 25.5 over Queens. All right. Butler and Hazard up next right here on the Big X. Tony and I will be in Lexington tomorrow for the show and the St. X North Laurel game. Thanks for listening. Spears on Sports, presented by M&M Cartage. Big X.